Hi, John again at Hangar 37, and tonight I got one of my probably the most exciting vehicles that I've ever ordered. It's the Arrma Limitless, and it is the a kit version where you've got to supply the electronics on it, the servo motor and ESC receiver and a transmitter. Now, this is a very, very unique type vehicle, and I've watched some of the videos on it. It's brand new, just released a week or two ago. So it's $400 for the kit. Now, and normally I would not spend that kind of money on something like this, but I've got an opportunity to create something really special because you get to use your imagination and the work that you want to do on this, because it doesn't have the electronics. You can do anything you want. Now, I've got a few ideas on this. Now let's open it up first. This is the unboxing, and I might start there, look at that. Arrma has always had just dynamite packaging on this. Now, this will come with the motor mount and the center spur gear, and it's a very small spur gear, so that's going to offer a lot of high-end ratio on this. That I'm guessing it looks like it's a 30 tooth or so. I'm going to have to check that for sure, but center spool speed gearing. Anyway, you can probably get a 2-to-1, 1-to-1 ratio on this, and anyway, enough babbling. Now let's just box it. I opened this previously, and I was just taken back by it. My first impression was, first off, the bag of goodies. We'll go over that in just a minute, but let me take this out for you. And I just looked at it. I did not clip anything off of here. Come on, buddy. Come on. There we go. All right. All right. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna take this. You just put a thin layer of saran wrap or something on it. But take a look at this thing. Isn't that awesome? Kind of like a Formula One Indy race car type configuration, especially like the front air dams, the wing on it. Very, very essential when you're approaching 100 miles plus on this. Now, there's talk about this thing going over 200 miles an hour with the proper electronics. I don't know. The tires supposedly, again, there's not been a whole lot on YouTube, but what I had heard and seen so far was that the tires are rated at 175 miles an hour or something. And again, I'll verify that and do a little more homework on it. But we'll do a little homework on that and verify it. Now let's just pop this off there's not a whole lot to discuss on this because there's no electronics in it. But the body on it is really, really nice. And it's done in a flat color. I thought maybe at first there might have been a film on it, but no, it's flat. And I don't know. I think I maybe would have liked the glossy, but anyway, this is good, very good. Excuse me. Now, everything on this is high end. The shocks, it's got, I'm gonna guess it looks like 17, 18 millimeter shocks on it. We can get a measurement on this. 20 millimeter shocks. And it looks to be like a 5 millimeter rod in there. And there's no boot on it, which is, this is all pretty much confined in here. The underneath is very flat, and it's got the air grooves in it that to help suck it to the track. Oh shoot, what's that all about? Huh. There's a strip on here, and I'm not sure what that's supposed to represent. It was very flimsy, very soft. I think it might be just on there to keep anything from getting in here, to help seal off this inside. So, okay, I'm just going to put this aside here. We're going to put that up on the stand. There you go. Isn't that nice? Okay. Now, I have some goodies here. Initially I'm going to set this up with my FlySky FS GT3C. A lot of you are going, oh man, that's a $50, $60 radio. Well, I had my X01 on here, and it worked out great. 500 yards, no problem. So I'm going to set it up initially with that. If I have problems, I may have to go to a higher end radio. Okay, servo. I'm going to use a 25 gram servo on this for the steering, which should be more than adequate. It's probably overkill, but I got a few of these on a real good special on this. So it is a digital servo. Excuse me. And I'm going to initially set this up with the Arrma BLX setup, and that is going to take a 6S, and I believe it's a 4274 motor, 2050 kV. And this is what's been used on their high-end 6BLS, the Typhon. Then I believe the Nero. What are some of the other ones I had? The Summit. I had almost all the Arrmas at one time. So, but this is it. And I, with my experience, especially with the Typhon, this motor held up really good with a 6S setup. Now I eventually want to go to an 8S on this, but I'm going to walk before I'm going to crawl before I walk. I'm going to crawl before I walk and walk before I run kind of approach on this. So we're going to set this up with this, and then I've got the Hobby Wing 8BL 150. And this is a 6S, 3 to 6S. And I don't have, the only thing I'm going to have to do is set up the crossover for the dual batteries in it. Because there are dual battery trays in here. One on each side. You got one on each side, and with the double straps, which is a really good setup on this. Yeah, it looks like it'll be really nice to set that up. They give you a really big bay for your receiver, which I don't know. If I want to put a 200, where is that? I eventually probably will want to go with my big Castle Rock, with my big Castle Creation. This is really rated, I believe, at a 6S, but it's probably will take an 8S. If not, I'll burn it up. But I'm gonna eventually go with a 200 amp Trackstar on this with dual fans on it. I don't know if you've ever seen these. I'm sure you have. I've never used one before, but this would be the vehicle to do it on. And it's just finding the right motor. And the Castle Creation motor, I got a really good deal on it, so I bought it. I think I got it for about 60 bucks. And I think they go for about 149, so 60,000 max RPM. That seems kind of high. I don't know if that's accurate or not. It's got a 5mm shaft. I'm not sure on the turns on it. But anyway, that's where I eventually will want to probably go after I set up the BLX setup. Let's just put that aside for now. All right. Okay. All right. I think this is a mod. Well, this is going to be very difficult. Trying to get in here to see if that's. Yeah. That's an M1. Now I've got a 29 tooth and a 24 tooth. I don't know which one I'm going to set. I'm going to try to set up if I got room to set up the 29. I've also got a 20 if I can't get the 24. I think I got a 22 also. Anyway, we're going to get this set up with the max pinion gear that I can. Oh, isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? Isn't that gorgeous? All right. I'm not going to run through the complete build on this. I'm going to I'm going to start with the servo on this. And I'll get all the electronics in. And then we'll give it a little test run. But I am really excited on this. Let's see, what else should I... Got the center spool, and it looks like about, I don't know, what's that, 8mm maybe? Well, I'm sorry, there's 5mm shaft, drive shafts, and you got the front diff and rear diff. Okay, and dog bones. I believe dog bones all the way around. let's see, on the front. So, all right, well, that's pretty much it on what I plan on doing. I'll get started on this, and I'll come back after I got the servo in and the electronics hooked up. We'll give it a quick run through and kind of play around and see what I can and cannot do. I don't even know if I can get a 200 in here yet. I think I can just by taking this box off from the bottom and put the 200 amp here. We'll see. All right, with that said, that's going to complete the unboxing and kind of review on what I plan on doing. So once again, my name is John. This here is Hangar 37. I want to thank you all for watching. I'll catch you on my next video.